I'm on my lunch break. This is what I'm about to do. I'm gonna play a little bit and, get back to work. But yeah, more Stanley Parable. Okay. Please enter the current time. Again? Okay. It's the afternoon. It is 1:01. Confirm. 1:01 p.m. Your favorite time of day? Not really. I mean, I work out normally. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time again? Oh, that's right. They said I could put in whatever my favorite time was. Oops. Okay. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 1:01 p.m. is. Let's use another slider to find out. More sliders? Hold on, let me check OBS. Are we good, OBS? Yeah, we're good. Okay. How accurate is 1:01 p.m.? Well, it's 1:02 now, so right here. Can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. Woo! I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set correctly, or, forgetting that I was given the freedom to set it to my other favorite time. It's good to collect data, it's true. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Does that mean you have more sliders the next time I boot it up? Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Yes! I don't know when that is, because I leave for my trip in 2 days. Okay. Should be fun. All of
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Later.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Exactly.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, okay.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, we're just gonna grab that Stanley. And then I'll probably
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Alright, how do I get there? Alright, gamers. It is currently Friday the 13th, and I might not look out. Hello? There you go. I tried to jump off from there last time, which was a big dumb. Maybe some more skilled gamers would have been able to do it, but not me. I am not big brain. I am not PogChamp. We got it.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies.
No,
what do you
mini
think,
stands.
Stanley?
Mini
What name
stands.
better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1?
No, it's still mini stands.
I'm sure it will come to me.
Always mini stands. Alright, what do we do? Oh yeah, we're just gonna jump then. Right? Yeah, we're just gonna jump. Unless... what's over there? If there's nothing, I'm gonna jump. Oh, there's something here. We vented! Ooh. Oh, hello. Hello? Oh, what's in here?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path, that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path, that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path, that it seemed the office had begun from so far off the beaten path, that it
You
seemed
didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite that
no.
would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the
Was there
absurd
back and
adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording.
You are a tape
It was all
recording.
just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Well, now what? I don't know what to do. Oh, okay. Sorry? Like, I saw a vent and I went for it. So,
All of his
you know.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
All right.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're gonna go back up to the boss's office. We're gonna get the one that's by the fireplace.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? No, we're gonna go through...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Alright, we are without bucket,
Wow.
so...
Yes, this room.
I'm not
But
gonna repeat
eager
it
to
again.
get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We're gonna go to those red and blue doors. But we are going to go through the red door?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Okay, here we go.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We're gonna
I'm not your enemy, really.
pro
I'm
game
not.
move.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all the time. Really?
Here we go.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Stan!
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the figure
Yeah, we're
and
gonna go
the
back to the
rings.
boss's
Very
office
soon,
later.
you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them.
True.
And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no Figler and Lorines. None of us can.
No, it's still mini stands. I am team mini
Now
stand.
listen carefully, this is important.
Okay,
Stanley walked through the red door.
let's do the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Sometimes.
Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The
really?
problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Okay.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Is it?
I wanted to stop.
Okay.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Stop what?
And I think I have a solution.
What's your solution?
Here, let me show you.
Ooh. Spooky. What you got for me?
What do we want?
Ooh.
What are we looking for?
Ooh.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If
I
we
wanna
just
take my
stay right
bucket
here,
here.
right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Oh, I'm about to ruin it for you, aren't I? Let me take a sip of my water. Ooh, what's over here? Oh. Hello? Ooh,
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm ruining it for you. Sorry. It's you. What's that? That's cute.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Yeah?
We'll lose all of this.
Yeah? Yeah?
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Sorry. I have to play the game.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No! Oh, thank God. You lived.
We're gonna...
No, what are you doing, Stanley?
We need to
Please,
reset the
I'm asking you not to
game.
take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
More game. Ta-da!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Yeah.
My God. Is this really how much you dislike
It's
my
not
game?
about you.
That you'll throw yourself
about
from this
me.
platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
A little. Alright. We're gonna do this backwards. With pizzazz. Caw. Oh,
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
It's getting really depressing.
I just wanted us to get along.
But I know I have to keep
But I
doing
guess that
it.
was too much to ask.
Am I walking
It
slower?
looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Am I walking slower?
Well, this one is yours.
Is it because I've been jumping off a ledge this whole time? Alright, now we're gonna do it this way. Yay!
Is it over?
And there it is.
It's going to restart,
now.
isn't it? I'm going back.
Whew. That was Hems. Ugh. Oh, Stanley. Your desk is cleaner than mine. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Alright, we're
Stanley
gonna grab our
decided to
bucket
go to the
and we're
meeting
gonna
room.
go to our
Perhaps
boss's
he had simply missed a memo.
office.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket.
Yeah.
Off on another thrilling adventure together.
Let's go, bucket. We're gonna go to our boss's office. We just need
Stanley
one more.
clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, we did. Alright. Yeah, we need one more. Nearby a fireplace. So we're gonna, we're gonna go to the boss's office. We're gonna go upstairs.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley
What's
was
the code
once
again?
again stunned to discover
2,
not an indication
8,
of any
4,
human life.
5.
Crushed by the weight of this
Right.
revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code
I
right here
absolutely
marked.
did.
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
There you are.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wig. Savor this moment,
Wiggly.
Stanley. This
I like
is
Stiggly
a
Wiggly,
real accomplishment.
but no, mini
This
Stan.
is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial
dopamine rush,
achievements,
dopamine
you've
rush.
insisted that a job well done is its own reward.
It is.
I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them.
You should be.
But that would be like a reward, and we can't have that.
Fine.
So,
I'm proud
instead
of you.
I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here.
Ding-ding.
And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
What were we doing? We were walking around with a bucket. Alright. Let's go bucket.
Alright, what are we gonna do with bucket? So there's another option for when you have to turn off the mind control thingy.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate.
We're gonna turn it on.
It would be all
see what
Stanley
happens.
could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
It'll be fine. Let's go, Stanley.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna go through motions again. And we're gonna turn the mind control
The
machine
lights
on.
rose on an enormous room packed with television
see
screens.
what happens.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I don't know, bucket. We're gonna keep going. Alright.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in
I think
shock.
we're just gonna skip through this.
Everyone...
You know what? I'm gonna listen to this voice message from him.
Love you.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
All right.
For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends standing
Absolutely
up
not.
against the world.
Absolutely not.
They high-fived in a really cool way. The bucket made a sassy comment about taking down
Oh,
the system.
bucket. You know we're gonna turn it on.
But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button
Bucket,
to
how
turn
could you?
on the controls. Stanley gasped in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power
that makes
for
a lot
itself?
more sense.
How could the bucket have betrayed him like this?
The bucket took his
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust.
No.
When suddenly, an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What? Ooh, what are you?
Birds. Silly birds.
Silly, silly
The
birds.
control buttons became active again.
Look at all those chickens.
Oh, more birds. This bird? This bird?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds
I
after
love
another,
birds.
and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all.
It's not?
It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all
Look
over
at all
the
those
world.
chickens.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along?
Bucket?
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery.
Oh my god.
Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives
It's
here in this
only
place,
birds.
living through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable.
Oh, silly, silly
Of all
birds.
the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Yeah. Aw. Little birdies. Oh. It's over. Oh. I did not expect that. I didn't expect all those birds. It's pretty cute, actually. Oh. Where are my balloons? Hello? What about my stepniece's birthday?
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a
Oh.
pause on things.
Excuse me.
It's those figurines. Those figlets.
What
I
figures?
haven't
Mini
stopped thinking
stands.
about them since you nabbed every last one.
Okay.
Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
I guess.
Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story.
Hello?
But won't you
Get me
please
out.
indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines.
Fine.
Just one more time.
Fine, we'll go through the memory zone. I mean, whatevs. I guess. These Stanley Para, but ooh, what's down here? Oh,
Here's where it all
the
began.
bridge.
The first collectible.
Oh
Back
my
then, we
God.
had no idea of how many of them we'd find.
6.
Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we
God,
know
it's
for
so
certain?
creepy. What is over here?
We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, we're exploring. Oh,
And
we're-
here was a sex Stanlerine. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them,
Wow.
let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
What is this?
Okay, let's do a little quiz.
Uh-huh.
Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you
The
remember?
third one? The boss's bathroom.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
right here.
exactly right. It was here in the boss's bathroom. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them.
Exactly.
I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised.
Why?
After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Is it? Now where do I go?
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a figly in this pink room.
We did not.
Oh, well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Oh my god, this is beautiful. Hold on, let me... Just for the screenshot. And it's pink. So cute. Oh my god. This appeals to my very millennial senses right now. Jesus. Hello? Nothing? Okay. Let's go through here. What's in here? Nothing? Nothing? Cool. Uh-oh.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special.
was.
It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate.
We're gonna watch a video.
Enjoy.
Okay. Oh my god. What's that in there? This is about how I edit my videos. Oh my god. Oh god. Not the PowerPoint graphics. Oh no. Oh my god. I am using that. Thanks for watching. I'm using that.
Takes you back, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
spent a lot of
does.
time making that video, but
Did
it
a
was
great
8
job.
minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Great job. Okay. We're gonna walk through the blue door. Oh. Whatever, it didn't make a difference. Hello? Oh. We're gonna grab that.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last
Yeah,
collectible,
right here.
the final figurine, right here behind the
take the other
boss's
one.
office.
That first
This
one.
memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind,
Oh.
perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Exactly.
Who can truly say how the mind works?
Uh-huh.
All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a figly and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected.
Hell yeah.
It was a moment
This was
unlike
my reward.
any other.
I don't care what you
Except
say.
for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Alright, let's go. Here we go. Where are we going? What are you? Hello? You are in the present. Oh.
And then there was no more.
Oh.
Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Oh. Wow. That was cool.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on.
Oh, okay.
Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines?
Listen,
Let's
man.
just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction.
Cool
See
beans.
how that feels.
Let's try it. Alright.
Okay, yes. The back of the boss's office. I remember this.
Yeah, let's go.
I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind.
Yeah,
Let's
you
keep
said
going.
that
I
one.
want more.
Yeah. And we're gonna go to this door.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the
Ah,
video we
I
watched?
like that video. Yeah.
I love that video.
Okay, and here's the pink room. Ooh. I can't. This is just too pretty. Right there for the screenshot. Alright.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this
Yeah,
one.
but we
Good
got it.
room, though. A solid room.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna go to the boss's
These
shitter.
really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them.
Yeah.
I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Exactly. Okay, we're gonna go to the warehousey. Can we? Are we allowed to? Oh, we're not. Aw. Fine. We're gonna go downstairs. Because you blocked it all off.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember it too. The past
here.
is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Exactly. Alright, we're gonna get that last one.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh,
Yeah.
I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
I don't know. The exit. Oh, we're back. We're back with the new content. Oh, well. I guess that's it.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on
I
everything.
love
In
the
fact,
jump circle.
I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now.
So we're gonna give me more jumps?
Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Alright. You're not gonna give me more jumps though? It's fine. That's rude. Alright, what's in shot? Oh, no, we're just back at the
Oh,
doors.
yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Is this like a endgame thing or what? Oh, and then we're just back to our office.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Cool. Now what?
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office?
My house.
There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
My house is what came before my office.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
Ooh.
I remember before this whole story got started.
Yeah?
Back then I was different.
Are you
I used to make
Stanley?
big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness.
Did you?
And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me.
Oh.
He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no...
Figurines.
Why did I invent Stanley?
I
Was
don't
I
know.
lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself
Do
again.
you?
I want to go back to how it used to be.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time.
tired.
I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore.
Yeah?
Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory?
I like
Let's go
good
back
memories.
just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good.
How do we
I
do
did
this,
enjoy telling
gamers?
this story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Everything's back. Hello?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go,
Where are we
buddy.
going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled. Anywhere they went together would be perfectly fine with him.
That's true. I still want to go what's in there. Fine. How about you? Rude.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room. But Stanley had felt the
What the
bucket
hell?
calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah? I don't know. Did I miss
And
anything?
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Bucket's always wrong.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Nah. We're gonna go over there.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes, good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there
No,
I
we're
need
not.
you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact.
Yeah.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah, but we're over here now.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point.
No.
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
No.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
That's a
I
bucket?
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
What's in here? Ooh, is this a bucket?
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket.
Oh.
Right?
We're gonna have
this should tell us
fun.
everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin.
Okay.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
My brain. What's next?
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
No.
Correct.
See?
It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm a genius. I know what a bucket is and what isn't. I'll try hitting yes.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Correct. This
It's a bucket.
is a bucket.
I don't know. I don't know, game. I don't know. Ooh.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Ooh. Yes.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
No, it's
an
a bucket.
enormous machine that tills the earth.
It's
I
a
thought this
bucket.
was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
My brain is very smooth. Unlike my face. Oh, here we go.
Is this a
Here we go.
bucket?
Here we go. Here we go. Ba-ding-ding.
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
What? That's a bucket? Alright.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
No.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
It's Schrodinger's bucket.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
I'm holding it. I'm holding it. It's not a bucket, whatever it is.
Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course
Everything
is
is a
not true.
bucket.
Unless... Is that what you think?
Yes.
Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Yes. Everything is bucket.
You know what?
Everything is
I'm too
bucket.
confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a
Everything is
bucket?
bucket.
What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with
Everything is
confidence. And yet now I'm
Everything is
somewhat
bucket.
adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket?
Are you a bucket? No, you're
Stanley,
not. You're
I
the
can't
narrator.
keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Sorry.
I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to
bucket.
erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No.
Okay, here we go.
No. So sad.
What happened? Is everything gone?
Yeah, I told
Why
you.
did
Everything is bucket.
disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
I told you.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Everything is
My
bucket.
God, I had no idea. How
Fucking
could...
told you.
Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley,
You're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
unfortunate.
this is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
I want to be a bucket.
Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right
Yeah,
now.
I
It's
don't.
delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game.
Yeah, because the whole game
So,
is bucket.
tell you what, I'll reset everything. We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
All right, fine.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Oh. Can I get my bucket back? I want to get my bucket back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed
Humble
bucket,
bucket.
a bucket of culture and distinction.
Yeah? Put the balloon in there. Just gonna try every door even though they don't work.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What should we do? Where should we go? Done the doors. What should we do? Oh, we need to take the elevator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
I need to get in there.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
No.
Was this better than the meeting room? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Alright.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the... And so the two of them
Going back
detoured
to
through the
the
maintenance
meeting
section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
We're gonna go this way.
Oh, good Stanley. I'm glad you found your
Oh,
way here.
really?
I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh!
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
The lion.
We've come together here because we care about you
Oh my
very
god,
much.
is this my...
It's this bucket you're
Intervention?
carrying around everywhere.
Oh, shut up.
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley parable.
know.
It's just sequel content.
Great
We're
sequel
the ones
content.
that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Yeah,
Because
Adventure
that's
Line?
what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
We all love
Yes, I
bucket.
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
There is no such
Don't you
thing.
want another story involving the Adventure Line?
Actually, I would
We could
love
make
to.
the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee!
Let's
Look at
go.
that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music
Yeah,
as well.
Turn it on. Turn it on.
Now this is what the Stanley
Turn it
Parable is
on.
all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Wait, what?
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No, I don't want to give up my bucket. Not giving up the bucket. Not gonna...
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
What?
This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No, I'm gonna... Can I launch
Can you
this?
guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
No. No.
Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
Bucket. You're a
Now
great
listen to
friend.
me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying
Okay.
buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait.
sure I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this.
I want.
Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Uh-oh. Did I break? Hello? I broke the Bucket Destroyer.
The Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you.
Bucket.
All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend.
It was always Bucket.
For the moment in time that you were here, you were
Bucket Destroyer, Schmucket Destroyer. Whatever. That was great. That was great. What now?
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started. And if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Wow.
the embrace of an old friend, a weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
I'm gonna try to go somewhere. How about we go through the window? Remember? Wait, oh, there you go. This balloon is blocking my way.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear.
We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator. At last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self.
The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein,
Excuse me?
of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done. Perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself, perhaps if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
What are you talking about?
To this, the bucket furrowed its brow.
A bucket has a
No,
brow?
Said the bucket.
Not since the evil wizard Gambhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are a bucket!
That's guttural.
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
Oh, what is happening?
My God, Stanley,
You did it.
No.
You saved us from... Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and
What?
knew the incantations to summon their true power.
My link?
Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power.
Oh
I'm
my
speechless.
God.
You've demonstrated such bravery here today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
Surprise Pikachu face? Hello?
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Who?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Kaka! No one's there. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. There you are. There you are. Bucket. I'll take the bucket.
bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better coach.
Hell yeah.
In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
We've done everything, haven't we? Alright, we're gonna go to the boss's office. We'll see. I don't know. Meeting room's back to normal.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Nope, we're not going to the broom closet. Alright, we already
Coming
did
to a
the
staircase,
downstairs.
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. Okay. Ooh.
Stepping into his manager's
Oh,
office,
no.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication.
We're gonna reset. Alright.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay. We're gonna go to the boss's office without the bucket.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm gonna try this thing where
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I back out of
Feeling a
the
wave of
office
disbelief,
at the last second.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright.
Stepping in.
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. There it is. There it is. I'm supposed to do this without the bucket. Where are we going? Ooh. Ooh. Are we just going back? I'll come back for you, bucket. Can I take the bucket with me? I'm taking you with me.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
You're coming with me, bucket. Where are we going? You are now leaving. To where? Escape pod? Let's go. Okay, where are we going? Oh, wait. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We're gonna escape. Ooh. Hello. An escape pod? We're going in. Or just the bucket. Oh. Shh. Oh my god. Bucket. Goodbye. You need to get out of here. I'm saving you. Oh my god. I just launched my bucket out of there?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself. That's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Okay. My bucket. My bucket is gone. I'm sad now. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna try.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
Looks like
to go
there's
to the
something
meeting
about
room.
the computers.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have a replacement bucket. Oh, thank you. I like my replacement bucket.
And try not to lose this one too, you dolt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna launch the bucket. I thought it was just... Oh. This is different. Hello? Hello? Why is this different? Why is this hallway different? Hello? Okay. Something's different. Why? Okay.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Yeah, sure, we'll go.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than... No, never mind.
I wonder what was up at the
Bucket
hallway.
was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Alright, we're gonna vent again. Oh no, we're gonna go this way. And we're gonna take the bucket with us. Okay? Okay. We're just gonna try everything. Because at this point, there's not much to lose. We're gonna go in with the bucket. Because you went in without the bucket. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. Oh. What did we do?
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
Everything's different with the
I've lost
bucket.
track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this bucket, the less sense anything makes. Sheer
Stanley?
euphoria I feel every time I pick it up.
Okay.
No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling. and the emptiness in my chest when I set it down. It doesn't make sense.
Oh.
There's no explanation for it.
Okay.
I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently.
It is
when
different
this
with the bucket
is in my arms. Why everything feels so.
So? Are you about to
What do
fuck
I do with
the
this
bucket?
treasure? I can monetize it.
Like I'm doing now. Are you gonna sell the bucket?
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
It has been an hour.
This
It has been an hour.
is my golden ticket.
Are you gonna make the
I have to
game?
be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back.
Oh wow.
Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get me.
Huh?
What's that? Who's there?
Bucket? Excuse me, what was that? Okay, well, my lunch break has been long over. Work from home perks. So yeah, I guess there's lore. Hello, Matt Pat, help me out. Yeah, I'm confused. Oh my god. Okay, bye.